Hello, Virgo. Welcome back to New Hope Tarot, where we will be doing your reading for the second half of March. I've meditated upon the cards and I've pre-shuffled. Let's get into it, you guys. During meditation, Spirit showed me a hatchet. And it was like an old school hatchet where, like caveman style, where it's the stick and a rock. And it was tied with, rope or like vine or whatever. But it feels like you're going back to basics. You're going back to square one. You're going back to something and gets the job done. It feels like this is something that you just are comfortable with. It just feels comfortable. I don't know what that means. Okay. I don't even know if I got all the cards. I don't know what that means, but we'll see if we can dive into it. One more card. I feel like this is the card. There we go. And we have Judgment. 4 of Swords in reverse, 3 of Cups in reverse, 3 of Wands, King of Swords in reverse, the Magician in reverse, and the Empress. 333. You may be seeing 333 a lot. It feels like with this Judgment that you have been awakened to something. There's a sense of, let me just adjust this camera real quick because it's going to drive me bananas. There we are. Yeah. A little bit better. Okay. It feels like you've been awakened. You've been alerted. You're no longer sleeping. It's like, I don't know, it feels like there's an awakening. And it feels like this awakening has allowed you to go back to basics, like really shun away from society's wants, needs, or people's wants, needs, like those around you. Not that you don't care what their wants and needs are, or what they, that's fine. But it feels like you're separating yourself from that and you're rising above it, is what I'm getting here. You're choosing to distance yourself from how things are being done and choosing a different way. Again, it feels like you're going back to basics. So let's say, for instance, a lot of people around you have, their cell phones or whatever, and they're constantly on your phone. And it feels like you're trying to detach yourself from all of that. You're like, you know what? Cell phones are great, but can we put the phone away? Let's just have conversations. Let's really communicate properly, right? Or let's say you were in the city and you're like, I just feel like I want to go back to nature, and maybe you move to the country, or maybe you take a vacation where you in a more serene area where you're more in tune to nature. Because it feels here like you've severed something. You've cut ties from things that just weren't working for you. And it feels like you are your own magician. There's a lot of luck surrounding you with the dragonflies here as well. And it just feels like you're like, I can create my own magic. And I feel like you're standing very, very strong in this energy. Very strong. Like you're ready to create something that is yours and yours alone. Why the magician here in reverse? Why the magician? Yeah, exactly what I said. We have the Page of Cups, the Tower, and the Page of Cups in reverse, Tower in reverse, and the Two of Swords. It's like you're distancing yourself. You're doing things your way. You're like, no, if I'm going to create, I'm going to create from the ground up so it's steady. I don't want to create the way they do it. I want to do something that is for me, that is my way. And it's not this or that. It's my way. It's a completely different way than the way other people are doing things. So let's say everybody's got the same ingredients, right? And you're like, all of those ingredients are really good, but I want to add this, or I want to take away this in order for it to be my way, period. Because it feels like you're trying to build something from the ground up, from the heart, but your own way, not this way, not that way, but a third way, your way. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, I like it. Oh, wrong cards. Just kidding. All right. So whether that is starting your own company, building your own home, maybe you don't want to be, in the city and you want to build your own home in, in a plot of land, and other people are saying, oh, well, why would you want to do that? Blah, blah, blah. Like, because that's what makes me happy. And they want that one as well. Ace of Swords in reverse, 10 of Coins in reverse, 10 of Cups upright, Queen of Cups in reverse. Your advice is, give me 1 second while I ponder this. Do things that work for you, that flow with your heart's desire. Because the more you do, we have the Page of Cups and the Queen of Cups in reverse, the more the little steps that you take that is true to you will allow you to take bigger steps that are even more true to you. I hope that makes sense, because it feels here like the more you sever ties with the routine, the way everybody else does something, whatever that looks like for you, right? Whatever that looks like for you, it feels like the more you cut ties with the what is steady in the world, because it's not steady for you. And the more you do that, the happier you are. And the happier you are, the more steps you're going to take towards the things that you want, so that you feel more alive, more aligned with you, more awakened, right? How I talked about here. And the more you are self fulfilled. I like this a lot. Specifically, that it's tied here with the Empress. The more you nurture the things that you want and love and enjoy, the more you grow towards that. It's funny that we have the Magician and the Empress, right? The Empress here has 3 different elements. So does the Magician, right? He can create whatever he wants, but so can the Empress. But the Empress does it from the ground up. And that's what we're talking about here, doing something from the ground up steadily. The thing that you give love to will give back to you. So, for instance, and this doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to go off and, play pioneer woman or anything like that, or pioneer man. This just could be, you may be leaving a job that no longer aligns with you because you don't like the corporate world, right? You don't like the way things are done there. So you are now awakened to that. And now you want to do things in a different manner. You want to do things that works for you. This could be you leaving friendships or a family connection, severing ties from this because you're not, and not completely severing, right? You also have to exist within it. Maybe some of you are completely severing, but some of you are just detaching yourself from it so that you don't like the way they do things, right? You want to do things and maybe they just look at you oddly and you're like, well, why do you like this? And like, it doesn't really matter why I like it. I just do. I don't owe you explanations. I don't question why you like doing things the way you do things. I'm just saying that that doesn't work for me. I'm doing things my way. I say good for you. I say good for you. Beautiful, Virgo. All right, final message here for Virgo. Resilient. May your soul weather the storms. You definitely get resistance from others. And sometimes you may even get resistance from yourself. Like, am I on the right path? Am I doing the right thing? But these hard times makes you more resilient, right? So if you're questioning yourself in regards to this, know that that is absolutely normal. Just keep moving towards the things that you want because you have a higher vision of what expansion looks like for you. Kudos for that. Brava, beautiful Virgo. All right, my darlings, I hope this did resonate. If it did, like, share, subscribe, and comments. And until we meet again, bye.